don't think I was recording.
You don't?
No, because I just went to turn it off, and I've seen the red light now.
So I do like the word fire. Obviously, that's relevant to two information sites. But you get here, where did you get shot through the heart? How far back were we? So back like a lot or close to here?
We were close to here. I think we were like 3/4 of the way to here.
So this guy. So the interesting thing about this place, this is called Philadelphia Alley. So again, easy to remember for the two of you. But this place used to be called Jewelers Alley. This is where some of the jewels used to be. So shot through the heart, coming up on your particular speaker box doesn't surprise me in the least. So there was something else that $4,000 is a little steep for the time period. So probably like $2 million in the last decade. Back then, so that's definitely not a wager that would have been waves. What was the other thing you did?
We were going fast, and then first aid. Again, one of the couples are coming through here. Staci, by the way, if you have to point your cameras at the ground, we understand the footage of your feet that somebody is walking through. So, yeah, exactly. So they're going to walk all the way through, so you'll know your camera once they pass through it. Every ghost story comes through here. And I was going to take this out of my route because every ghost story comes through. But the guy follows me around because we will be near a place of raised emotion for him for the rest of the evening. Because remember, this guy's story has been told probably for the past 50 years. I'm the only one that brings teams by that can hear his voice and we can communicate back. Here's how the story goes. Again, you're new to
You guys can go through.
Oh, no, sorry, we're just coming along.
Okay.
The doctor is down here from Rhode Island. So speaking of which, on your Ouija board device, you're looking for the initial RI in that order, not reversed, obviously for the Rhode Island. The doctor's name is Dr. Joseph Brown Ladd. So in the event that the song Brown Egg Girl shows up for you, maybe it's not coincidence. We hear it all the time. But anyway, Doc comes down here because he's supposed to get married to his fiancée, Amanda. Amanda just inherited a lot of money from her dead parents, and she was an attorney, helping her out with all the cash. The attorney thinks that Dr. Ladd is just after Amanda's money. So he tells Amanda, get rid of that offer. He's going to take all your cash. So Dr. Ladd moves down here to Charleston to prove that he's not after the money. He's going to start making the doctor. He's on his way into town, and he has a coachman. And the coachman set him up to be wrong. It wasn't a very good start to his stay here in Charleston, because somebody was walking by, seeing everything that was about to happen to the coachman, and that somebody walking by was named Ralph Isaacs. Those initials sound familiar to you, Kattie? Yeah, R.I. Yeah, so that's the reason why we had you today. You were getting the letter R.I. and the voice of Stevie's, so I got that device specifically for this location. We've had it about 7 or 8 times in the past year when I bring up Ralph's name. Moving on. Ralph tells the doctor, hey dude, I know this guy, the coachman. He's going to try to kill you. Come with me. I got friends at 59 Church Street. You can rent a room from them. The doctor came up on the offer, and the two gentlemen became friends. And they wanted the doctor to put their money in. Making his own. She gets wind of this. She's moving down so they could be married. And Dr. Ladd then became known as a whistling doctor. This is the reason I was going to take this out of my route. It's a giant cliche. No
No matter what haunted city you will ever visit, we all have a cliched whistling ghost. This one just happens to be a doctor. There is some valid proof behind this, but I'm going to get to it. So why are we in Jeweler's Alley and I'm telling you about this love affair? Dr. Ladd and Ralph go see plays together, but they can't sit next to each other because the doctor makes more money. At the hierarchy of Charleston, he gets better seats. So they go see Richard III one night, and on their way home, they are discussing the new actress. Because remember, they didn't sit next to each other. The doctor thought she was great, Ralph did not. Then it turns into an argument where Ralph is insulting the doctor's fiancée back home in Rhode Island. It got really ugly between these two guys, and they basically parted ways. But Ralph goes to his friends at the newspaper and tells his friends there to place an ad telling the whole city of Charleston what he thinks of the doctor. But you're a disgrace to society kind of bullshit. The doc saw this ad and we bundled with, we're going to go to Jeweler's Alley and we're going to settle the score. Somebody's going to die. All this over an actress, by the way. That's how the argument started. Just like to point out that the shit was done back in the 1700s when people argued. Anyway, they came back here, back to back, took the 10 paces away from each other. They turned. The doc points his gun in the air. Shoots. He didn't want to kill his friend. He just needed courage to show up. But Ralph still has one bullet. He puts it in the kneecap of the doctor. The doc didn't die. He fell to the ground. His friend picked him up, took him home to 59 Church Street, where he dies 10 days later on November 2nd, not the 1st. So I think, but anyway, and that was also after refusing medical treatment. And that was November 2nd of 1786. So two things about the last statement that I just said. It is 1786. Gunshot wounds back then are a lot different than what we know about today. So again, if all you started with, trying to prove it out himself, because he is in fact a doctor. He just failed because he died. Every ghost story when they come down here, they listen to the whistle. We have two cameras running across my voice recorder. Right, capture a whistle down here. It's going to be on one of those three devices. Can't tell you how many times though I've stumbled across a whistling part of the song during the phone checks of these recordings, and then the word doctor from the commercial immediately after. So it happens all the time. So if I find it, obviously you'll have the marker of where I found it. Again, I would say I probably find it at least once a week. I'm not looking for it, it just happens. So take that for what it's worth. Bless you. Now, if you go all the way through here without me, because yes, I've been kicked out of here, we're getting to that. So the whistles on their own with your voice recorders. So just remember that every local knows didn't always go all the way through the way we came in. This is where things get interesting for you guys, because I do a ton of research on these locations, so let me tell you how this goes down. There used to be a wall up there, because this used to be called Cow Alley before it was Jeweler's Alley. So that means they kept their livestock down there, cows, goats, chickens. They started down there and worked their way up this way slowly over the years. That means those bricks are obviously older than the ones we're standing on. Those are sun-dried bricks from slave children down the other end. There's a full handprint from a slave child from one of those bricks down there, and fingerprints. I used to take my groups down there after giving them a history lesson about that brick. There's nothing paranormal about that brick. So, you guys already know how I feel about cemeteries. That's the last place you're going to find that kid that made that handprint. You're not burying that brick in the afterlife. It's included wrong. Anyway, November 26th of 2020, I took my entire group all the way through here after I gave them a history lesson on the other side of the wall, and they all stopped at the brick and huddled, waiting for something to happen. I knew nothing was going to happen because that kid's not there. We're also standing outside the dining room window of the beautiful mansion at the end of the alley. I was trying to be respectful, and I didn't realize we were out of bounds before. So I was still new at this. The new owner of that mansion came out and was screaming about it. My daughter thought it was great. She was on the floor that night. She was about 14 years old, and she thought it was great. The dad didn't know that. She was great for all her friends back at school. Now, the next day was Thanksgiving. I don't tour on holidays because I'm working up the management for Walmart. That means you guys fight over towels on Thanksgiving. You start me for life. I don't do Thanksgiving anymore. So the next day was the 28th. The date's irrelevant. All my partners had brought me in a tour. I didn't want to work with them anymore. But he laughed at me just like my daughter did. That you're only allowed to go down halfway. Otherwise, since it's residential, you got to regress your group tonight. Figure it out. So I told my group, I don't believe in the next story. I don't know anything happened over there. I'm into vampires, not pirates. Pirate story is what our normal story would be, but I think it's better there too. But before we left, I didn't tell them which pirate we were going to be investigating. So the spirit box was the name Anne. I didn't tell them it was going to be Anne Bond. Which is an interesting fact. So when we get over there, I told them what I did know about pirates, and somebody else with the spirit box. No idea what it meant. Wrote it down. Do the research. We were there November 28th of 2020. have a master's degree in creative writing. I have a problem with pirate stories because they're all generated from pirate lore that is basically written 100 years after the war movie pirates. So they're not true fact and data. Whenever I'm doing anything, especially in the paranormal, I need facts and data. Whenever you guys found something at that particular spot, I had to do a physical with the verify one small piece. So I built it up over 4 years, and now all of a sudden I can't tell you guys one story anymore. And it kind of revert and kind of do something else. So I just like to kind of give you the gist of how I got booted out of here and why I always tell you that one story. I watched every Boston Island, read every video game, read every book about Boston Island. What do we got going on with all of our gear before we leave this very humid spot? We got one more thing for it. I know you were on these 4 times. What are the last couple of words that you had? You can't see it through Victoria's camera. It's right down here. It says there's no place but the Holy Ghost. And then the grave for Sue is actually in the back, right to the left of that cross headstone. So if you want to zoom in on that, you can. Completely up to you. But we'll get about, I would say, with church letting out, people probably looking at us all goofy. We'll probably get about 3 to 4 minutes worth of footage here. And then definitely want you guys listening in on those spirit boxes, and we'll see what we can get. Again, usually within 5 minutes or so. If we're not getting much, we'll.
Is that requires it will zoom in because it's not.
Yep. So there is a building back there that you might be getting a little bit of a reflection off of. But yeah, it looks like that's this as far as that zoom will go.
Okay. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, you might want to hit your start button. There you go. Oh, by the way, that light off to the left is to deter people like me, because most cameras that will like cause a very big light flare.
Yeah.
So that way you can't get anything. But my cameras obviously see right through that crap. So. And yeah, you can pan as much as you want. Get a little bit of footage in there, just so if we get anything moving, super great. Just try not to drop it in the cemetery. You getting anything?
I've gotten you're too sweet like 2 or 3 times.
Okay. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
I heard that, yeah. Just got amber. I don't know if that's somebody in person.
Or color.
Oh,
And Ohio is being talked about a lot today because there was some news in Ohio that was going on. So it's obviously a newscast, but why did we hear it? Why was that one of the very few words that we've heard tonight? That's kind of how I look at it. I keep up with the news just so I kind of know what to expect, and like, oh, if they're going to be talking about North Carolina a lot, which they are that too, because of the governor or the lieutenant governor up there in the big news scandal today. That was probably going to be all over the news. I was expecting North Carolina to come through on the regular spirit box quite a bit tonight too. Sorry, you're taking that pretty serious. I'm digging it. Like, she is all in it. Well, it's not for me, it's for you guys. I've seen it.
I don't want it. You don't want it.
How's our word list coming over there?
It said, when you showed the picture, it said tomb and near. And then here it said lily, stranger, and sail.
I don't know the gender of the baby.
Maybe it was Sweet Lily. Sweet Lily. She has said sweet.
Yep. Again, flowers too. So.
What is this person talking?
Oh, there you go. That's a normal store. Now you see why my reviews are the way they are. I just said nobody. Man.
Going crazy over there.
Man. Just simple man. That noise. Mm-hmm. That's what it just said. That noise. We both heard it.
They did too? Yeah.
What's our timer look like on your... How many minutes have we been here?
5.
Oh, 5. We'll give it another minute or so. Now the church seems to have let out. I just look out for other tours and I let them have their space. Because we're about to go do something cooler than this. Oh, he's got a big group too. He's probably gonna run him over here. Alright, let's stop those cameras. We got about 6 minutes worth. Michigan. She married into the Ravenel family. So that's how she got basically down. There's no gunpowder residue on her body. This was not a close shot where somebody basically walked up to her and killed her. All of her jewelry and cash were still intact. She was not wrong. So what questions would you ask this woman to try to get her to believe in fear? Come on, you guys all watch Law and Order. What would you ask? The plan hit, okay? I'm going to point out that yes, it was a yes/no question. It's okay because she's going to elaborate what she's going to answer. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. So, two questions. What did he look like? What did he look like? Okay. Come on, what else did he look like? Who didn't like you? Who didn't like you? Maybe it was Billy. Right? Alright, you got anything? I see the wheels spinning down there. Denise, if you have a question too, you can ask. I know it's weird to hear your own voice.
Know him?
Did you know him? Staci, anything?
Where were you?
These are all great questions. The whole point of me doing this exercise, you guys are telling me the questions. You guys will watch the Ghost Hunter TV shows. They all come up with a plan and they're whispering like the ghost can't hear them, and then they turn around. Is there anybody here?
Right.
Would like to talk? They all do it. You don't need to do it. We're going to answer. Let's go. I'm going to show them a little bit of respect, and you're not shouting at them. These are great questions. These are common things that I normally hear from the people on my tours. But you guys see the point. There's a lot missing here, and I don't have all the answers. So sometimes we get something, sometimes we don't. Here's what we found so far. I would just lower that camera a little bit. So here's what we caught. So one night, I just started coming here last November 1st, back anniversary of it. A couple of weeks ago, we weren't getting much. So somebody all of a sudden heard a female voice in the background. They raised their hand like, I just heard something. So I sent somebody around the corner to make sure nobody was around. There was nobody around. It was like December. Nobody comes down here this time of night in December. So I go back to the office and I listen to the recording and I have help in the background. Hell yeah, I got something. It's like I showed you guys with the little EMF speaker. A couple of weeks more, somebody else heard a female voice in the background. I go back to the office. Help me, I have fallen. So now I'm really excited because now I have the word help. It's kind of a common focus. I can compare the audio waves and see that it's the exact same voice. So now we have this female voice that I'm like, oh yeah. Have I had anything since? A few mumbles that I can't make out. I don't normally count mumbles unless it's a brand new thing, but what I showed you with the EMF speaker. But for the gist, hopefully that was a voice operating voice recorder. But listening to this, you even see, like if you watch the newer TV shows, should have been on the Golden and Beautiful.
But he has like 4 different shows now. Like, oh, he does? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different versions.
Leave it here with her if you want. That way it's not.
I'm tripping over something. I don't think the ghost will take it or anything, but.
Well, get some passers-by that come through this park. Don't need your bag and swipe. Alright, so everybody's kind of have their role when you get over there. Obviously, the 2 cameras, you're going to film them directly. Because, again, I'm not filming with anything tonight. You're watching for anything that's, anything 2.5 or 2.5 or above. And in the event that Stevie's not giving me the answers, hopefully we'll come to you. So if you get something, just say what the word is. Simple as that. So this is the new space for last year, and I only had 2 people because it was November. I look for the new spaces normally right after Halloween. You guys get the point. That's my busiest season. So I always look for new space for the following year, and I experiment. Now, I only had those 2 folks, and it was cold. Everybody canceled. So I just told the young lady with the spirit box, tell me whatever you hear in this space. I don't know why these other ghost tours are coming here. We're going to figure this out. So what she heard was the year 1828, exact year, and the name Henry. I was using the word live that night because I like to make sure things are well-rounded, and I had the name Henry on there. Behind me is a bust of Henry Timrod. Oh, I'm sorry, I had the name Tim, so that makes no sense. But she heard, yeah, you all right? Sorry. The young lady heard Henry. I had Tim, Henry Timrod, born in 1828. It was a hot damn, there's my ghost. Here's his very quick story. The guy is a writer, he's sick through most of his life. He's born in 1828, that makes him old enough to have played in the Civil War. So he goes out to the battlefield to fight for the Confederate side because he's from Charleston. And he gets out there and his comrades realized he was too sick to fight. They sent his ass home, knowing he was a writer and told him to go be the voice of the war. They wanted him to write about what was happening on the battlefield. So he came home and started writing poetry about what was happening. He became known as the laureate of the Confederacy. That's a big title in the writing world in case you're not familiar. So he's doing pretty well for himself, and him and his wife Katie, they have a son. The son's name is Willie, and he's born on Christmas Eve, but he died 9 months later. Another dead baby, last one of the night. I'm sorry, there's a lot of them in my tales. But anyway, he's mourning, not writing as much. He has a writer friend that offers him his cottage in Columbia to get back on track, and says leave Katie behind to mourn with her parents that were here visiting. I took him up on the offer. He goes out to the cottage, that's where he wrote his last words. His last words were, beholder of brief mortality, which means you're a person with a short life. And then he coughed, ironically, and it landed on the page in a bloodstain. He had tuberculosis. He died right there, age 38, pen in hand. Perfect way for a writer to go. But we're here because of the bloodstain. The bloodstain is shown 1 day a year at the Charleston Library Society because it looks like a man writing at his desk. We call it the bloodstain. They only show it on Halloween, and you have to be a member of the Library Society to be able to go see it. The internet's beautiful. I'm going to show you what the damn image looks like, and then we're going to go talk to Stevie as if she's the ghost. Oh yeah. They put it under glass and put it on display for the entire day on Halloween. Stevie will not be able to hear me. So I'm going to need you for 2 things. When she's too loud, because that could be a problem, you're going to tap her on the shoulder. We have neighbors. I try not to piss them off. Second, she can't hear me. When we're done, you're going to need to tap her on the leg. I'll cue you in for those 2 things when necessary. And when she'll know these things when we get over there. But that way she knows tap on the leg means we're done. She takes off her own gear. I never touch her. Obviously, Victoria can hear me. So I'm not going to be touching your bestie over there. Blood book. There we are. Full page of what?
Oh my god. Oh.
Let me zoom in.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a person. Yeah. A silhouette of a
with
man.
the hand.
Yep. Writing at his desk. And I will tell you that we've even had images show up under what Victoria's about to do in this type of shape. Yeah. Very weird and uncanny. Wow. Take these things for what they are. Lots of fun doing this. We're going to see what we can get out of it. She showed you where the button was to hit the start. Yeah. Perfect. You got it. Perfect. You on it.
Mhm.
We're
It's going to be pointing at those two.
got it. So in the event that something comes up on either camera, I see how the other one reacts. Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, here's how this is going to go. Did you pick out your blindfold? You didn't even try it.
No, because you said don't put anything on. You.
She's not going to get loud at all, right?
No, she's not. She's so quiet. Talk like you're talking to Nana, not Grandpa.
When we're done, if you pull here, we're going to tap on the leg. One gear, now, in the gear section, from here to safe. So, again, remember to talk when you get in there. Most people forget to talk. Even yes, no answers. If you hear yes or no, you know an answer. It is okay to answer yes or no. So, hopefully, you won't get underneath there. Again, over here, you just say it. It should look like a conversation. That's what we're all thinking. We will do this for 10 minutes. That's it. People answering any more than that. Almost can't. So you want to get into those kind of sections. Yeah, you get serious. I've had seizures and I've had ventilation form for a long time. Very serious. Good. Yeah, you're welcome. So, blindfold, and then check on, and then right there, say no, and then you're up. With yours, this is your number 2 hours before? Okay. Yeah, so this is not going to be the Jurassic Park thing.
Thank God.
This is going to be a galaxy off in the distance, kind of flat, and then every once in a while, an image will show up in front of it. You're going to explain what that image is. Plain and simple. 2 girls, then 2 trees. That's it. Otherwise, I have a feeling she's going to be yapping our ear off, and we're not going to hear all of the details you don't give us. If she's not yapping our ears off, I will ask you further questions. Time periods. You go flaring. Kind of probe you for even more questions. So you'll obviously be able to hear me, so I'll tell you when we're finished. I'll just ask you to take nothing off your face. And all you're going to have to do is look straight ahead through the visor here, and your focus is right here in the little dial. So I'm just going to set it up for you real quick. And again, you won't even have to move your head around. It'll be there. It'll line up with you once it gets in.
So does it like pick up on words, kind of, or like how does it?
It's reading EMF, just
Okay.
like the device that Tina's holding. So it's taking the binary code from the EMF that your phone picks up on, and it is turning it into an image. It is fascinating. Sometimes we don't get anything out of it. Sometimes it's valuable. And sometimes we don't get 0, we get 0 images. Others, we get 12. We never know. Can you hear me, Stephen? Perfect. The colors of blue banana? Awesome. All right, you ready to watch this? Let's get all these cameras going. You guys can zoom in a little bit closer, by the way, so I can hear what's going on. Henry, if you're here, we would like to start asking you some questions. Are you ready for that? That was a yes/no question. I haven't been here in a few days. I took a few days off. Did you miss me at all? I know you didn't, because you're not always happy about me being here. So let's just move into this and see what we can find out of it. Henry, tell us about your work. What did you do for a living? Starting off the way we always do, Henry. Henry Timrod, we're asking you about your work. Henry. We're using the blue box tonight too, Henry. If you want to give us some images, I'm sure Victoria doesn't want to fall asleep in there. Henry. Wow, she was super quiet. I thought for sure she was going to be chatterboxing us all up. What'd you do to her today?
Scared her. Oh.
Henry, can you tell us what kind of animal we have near us? Was show us an image?
Tomorrow.
I'll be back tomorrow, but can you tell us or show us what type of animal is in the park with us right now?
Control.
Henry.
You.
Wow. Henry, what kind of animal is in the park with us right now? Can you give us an image? Tell us what color he is. We can all see what color he is.
Jesus died.
That was serious. That's a weird term. Henry. Any numbers coming out of that? Yeah, Henry. I know you're bouncing around here. Is anybody else here with you? Dr. Ladd's house is right around the corner, just so everybody knows. So he has a code word to let me know when he's nearby. The code word is purple. So if she says the word purple or it shows up for you, we kind of know we have something going on. Henry, if Dr. Ladd is here, let him come.
I want to live.
You want to talk about your death? Do you want to go instead of talking about your work? You want to tell us how you died? Or something specific about your death?
Miracle.
What was a miracle? Henry, what was the miracle? Can you show us an image of what the miracle was? No images at all yet?
A lady with a bowl. Short from here.
Somebody's daughter. Fight.
Henry, who's the woman in the picture?
Christian.
Getting angry under there.
Picture's gone.
Yeah, they don't last long. Usually about 15 to 20 seconds. Henry? What was the miracle? Let's go back to that. Kind of see where you're going, but I want some more definition. What was the miracle?
People.
Which people?
Parts available. 200,000. Wake up.
Henry.
Want you to know.
Henry Timmer.
What's your name?
You know what my name is. Can you tell me? Got all kinds of boxes out here for you.
Provocative. Jim.
My name is not Jim. There's nobody here named Jim. Henry, get into the miracle. Were you speaking of your son?
800.
Were you speaking of your son?
Babel. Hi.
Henry, you were speaking of,
Comfortability.
if you were speaking of your son, can you give us his birthday?
Capture.
We'll take the number as the answer. Going on a break.
Negative. Positive.
I think that's very serious.
People safe.
Another image.
Without
A
belief.
man holding a woman across a bar. Looks like a balcony. He has his hand up.
You heard it?
If you're a girl.
I can't tell. He has her against the balcony, like leaning. He's behind
Chapter
her
12.
and has his hand up like this, and then she's swinging him.
White House.
Or whatever they call it.
I like the number 12 because I asked
We declare war.
for your son's birthday. of the date of the month. Henry, we are running out of time. We're down to about 3 minutes.
Let her know.
Yes, we know. I was asking about your son.
Serious.
I'm trying to be serious. You're not giving us a whole lot tonight. If you want us to leave, you can tell us tonight.
How could you? Faithful. We don't.
Henry,
Never.
would you like us to leave? It's a yes or no question.
Crying. The king is coming.
Henry, we'll make a deal, as we try to do every night. If you give us
Nature.
another relevant image of something from your life, we will call it quits and leave.
We want world dominance.
Wow.
Flash you? We want to flash you?
Alright, one more image, please, in the blue box. And we'll wrap it up.
Sequel.
That's kind of a good idea, isn't it?
Call timeout.
Wow. Henry, let's get another image. We heard a sound earlier. Can you tell us what sound we heard from that building across the street?
I'm a mile away. All power.
Dr. Ladd, where's your house? Is it about a mile away?
Hi.
I didn't think it was so
Instagram.
far. Just getting a lot of numbers now. Henry, last chance. Going once for an image.
Today.
Twice for an image.
Conversation with management.
Hey, Karen.
We can change.
Alright, Henry, we're gonna
That's
say
what I
goodnight.
love.
Alright, Anthony, let's get her tapped out. Victoria,
Country
peel that
used
thing
to
off your
be.
face. Let's see what we got in there. I'll take that. Nobody get up. Nobody get up. So you do have a button next to your volume. I want you to click it in the opposite direction, so that way we know that the last 10 minutes came from this session. So I'm going to show everybody what the images look like. I'm having you two stay seated because I don't need baby giraffes falling on the ground. So again, when you go in the dark and you come out of it, even if it's still dark out here, you guys get the point. Safety issues. Images. So overall, I would say that this was unsuccessful. This was a woman behind a candle. So yeah, and it's going to generate as you're looking at it. So I don't know who this woman is. I'm definitely going to look into the time era. So these,
That's what she
this is
saw.
what she was seeing.
Oh, that's what she was seeing.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Because I was going to ask you, could it be other people
Yes.
that were coming through?
Yes. Dr. Ladd will come through. He loves to like knock on the door a little bit because his house is right around the corner. This is
Wow,
how I
that's
learned about
incredible.
Mary. This is this whole session, you know, because we're still like within that kind of, wow, that is kind of a weird part of we're all looking at.
That is just,
That's
was,
weird.
she was talking about anger and fighting.
Fighting, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And she had a woman being held against the wall.
Oh, where do you see this thing?
Oh, she was
I got shoved.
Did you get shot?
Mhm.
What did you get?
No, it's
Shoved?
I didn't see the two people with that.
Yeah. So I don't know who was here, if anybody.
So maybe Tim wasn't even here.
Possibly. I mean, I got nothing that says that Henry Timrod was here tonight.
Yeah, but there were other
Somebody
people
else was
here,
and it wasn't nice.
and they weren't nice.
Yeah. And everybody's different. I mean, she seems like a sweet girl. There's no reason for her to come out here and say, fight and I don't want to talk to you kind of mess that she was giving us.
Now
Flash.
that we would have selected that.
So those are the,
Luckily, the cameras worked. If I saw that through out.
When she
So-
started saying Instagram, I'm like, what?
Well, she's
Yeah.
hearing the radio chatter, so she's going to get some of those extra
Weird
sounds.
things.
Cameron, you can hit stop on them. I know you guys are trying to hold them.